Hello, welcome back. I've been hearing a whole bunch of chatter and watching a lot of folks rave about this Green River Kentucky Straight Wheated Bourbon sour whiskey mash. And I had to figure out what all the rage and the hype is about. I was running some errands yesterday and drove by the good old Bob O'Link liquor store in Edinburgh, Indiana. If you're looking for some good bourbon, some good whiskey, some rye, Bob O'Link's got you. They got quite the selection, and they have some store picks and some stuff that you might not find in a lot of other places. So go check it out if you're in the area. Um, this is I don't know. I went into it with I guess semi high expectations based on all the rave that I've been hearing about this bottle. And the price on this is really reasonable. I think it was like $35 or less. Um, so last night I decided to dip into it a little bit, and well, this is how much I dipped into it. Didn't mean to. It's just how the night happened. Sometimes that's the way it goes. But I enjoy this. I would say it's not that I'm not a fan of Weeders. I like Weeders now and then. My wife is a big fan. She hasn't tried this yet. I think she'll really enjoy this when she does. But to me, let's talk about this Green River Wheated Bourbon. And I don't know a ton about this. I'm cheating. I looked on their website. The website has a good, fair amount of information. It says that this is, let's see here, Green River Kentucky Straight Wheated Bourbon leads with a beautiful peach and caramel aroma, coupled with apricot and cinnamon. Bursting with flavor on the palate, you'll find toffee, pastry, and hazelnut that guide toward a honeyed finish that's smooth and balanced. A wonderful take on a classic Kentucky mash bill of 70% Kentucky grown corn, they specify that, 21% wheat, and 9% malted barley. The wheated expression lends itself to easy drinking while holding its own distinct character. Now, I know this is a wheater, and I have to confess, I should know this. I don't know what the wheat content has to be in the mash bill in order for it to be considered a wheater. So it's a good time for me to remind you all to give a good old thumbs up and subscribe. But I'm looking for comments. What makes it a wheater? Does it have to be 20% in the mash bill? Is there some percentage? I'm sure there is. Obviously, in this case, it's the second most grain in the mash bill. But let me know what you know about being classified as a wheater. Looks like this is from Owensboro, Kentucky. You know, the bottle, I always like reading these labels too, give some great information. A legacy revived. Founded by John W. McCullough in 1885, it's Kentucky's 10th oldest distillery, not 9th, not 11th, 10th oldest. Green River was celebrated for quality and became known as the, quote, whiskey without regrets before being lost to history after Prohibition. Once again, Green River whiskey is crafted at its original home. The wheated bourbon showcases a classic Kentucky profile with a smooth, balanced taste. I think there's truth in advertising here. This is a very smooth, balanced taste. So whenever I dip into a bottle the first time, one of the things I like to do is a small pour. I like to that first drink is kind of a throwaway for me. I kind of, put it in my mouth, swirl it around a little bit. But I try not to log a memory as far as that first flavor. Usually it's about the second or third sip where it's like, okay, I feel the flavors coming in. And on this Green River, when I got through that process, drinking it neat, to me, I kept tasting mint. Like almost like like when you had double mint gum, that little green gum. I don't even know if they still sell double mint gum. I'm sure they do. But I used to chew a lot of double mint gum when I was a kid. Now, yeah, sure, double mint gum loses its flavor within 5 minutes of chewing. So it's like it tastes like double mint gum when it's lost its flavor. Not when you first put it in your mouth, but after you've been chewing it for a few minutes, there's still a hint of mint. I found that to be the case in this, and there is subtle sweetness. It's almost like almost like a mint tea, almost It almost reminded me a little bit of like a watered down mint julep, if that makes any sense. Mint juleps, I know some people like them, some people don't. I'm okay with them. I like them. They're fine. But to me, it reminded me a lot of mint and a mint julep specifically. But the more I kept drinking it, I would say the flavor profile, like that mint, kind of went away for me after a while. But very smooth nose and palate match one another, which I don't know that that's important, but when you can smell something and that's how it tastes, I like that. It doesn't mean I'm not going to like the taste, but if I can smell and like, oh yeah, it tastes like that, then that helps me. I think as a bourbon drinker or as a whiskey drinker. So there's definitely got that going on, and then I like to try it sometime, a drink sometimes too. Cut it with water, or maybe add an ice cube or two. I found with this drink, however, when I added a little bit of ice, to me it watered it down more for my taste than I prefer. Again, this is a 90 proof drink, which nothing wrong with that. I just happen to prefer a little higher proof sometimes. But anyway, this is a good drink, and I think if you're looking for that bottle that you want to get into, then this is probably one that's worth diving into. Again, the price point isn't crazy on this. I know Green River has a couple other whiskeys that they offer as well, but it's one I recommend. So check out the Green River Wheated Bourbon. Thank you.